Hey everyone, Toughmonkey here again. I seem to have got myself relegated down to TKM, so I thought while I'm down here I'll do a few tutorial videos, show you how I tackle the races in TKM. I'm using the TKM Sera Works kart here, using super soft cool tyres and 98 fuel. My kart is fully upgraded and using the Firebird exhaust. Now, as always, at the start of a race, try to slam the door in the face of the AI, but if you can't do that, tuck in behind them, get a bit of a tow, and get past them as clean as you can, as soon as you can. PFI is one of my favourite circuits. In fact, alongside Butmore, Rye House and Lyd, it's the circuit I've raced on most in real life. But mind you, the extension with this bridge section, that didn't exist last time I karted. Having said that, most games were in black and white last time I karted. The secret to PFI really is about learning where your braking points are and learning where your turning points are. You can lose a lot of speed by going too deep into a corner and losing speed on the way out. Learn where the track limits are, learn where you can put two wheels on the grass, learn where you can maximise your speed. The track limits at PFI have evolved over the year or so it's been in the game. It used to be a case where if you put your wheel even slightly onto the grass, that was it, game over. But now though, you won't get penalised for putting a whole wheel width onto the grass pretty much all the way around the circuit. That final corner has been tightened up though, you used to be able to go really wide around there, now you've got to keep it on the curb. And that's true of most of the circuit. Most of the curbs you can put a wheel on without getting any kind of penalty, although the ones that have got a contour to them, stay away from them, they'll push you out. Like that one there, that will push you out, this one here, that'll push you out wide. But the flat ones you can run all over those ones. And getting your braking right for this hairpin bend is critical. You're carrying so much speed, very easy to outbrake yourself, also easy to push yourself out wide on that inside corner. Again, get your braking point right for this corner, keep it nice and tight, and then open up the steering onto the curb. You can dip your wheel out onto the grass just there. Then for this corner, brake around about the second cone, keep it tight for the first and open your steering wheel up. Don't go too wide there, you could hit the barrier. The grass is also a bit slippy. Don't go too wide there, in fact that's pushing it, that is. I would have thought back in the day you would have gone sliding off into the pit lane there. But then that is the key to street kart. Practice, practice, practice. Learn your lines, learn where you need to brake, learn where you need to turn, and learn when you get penalised for putting your wheels onto the curb. Stick on some old tyres, stick on some naff fuel, just keep going around, learn the circuit until you can do it blindfolded in your sleep. People like myself, Lawrence, Brian, Chris, will have lapped these circuits hundreds of times, all in the search of those last 300ths, maybe even thousandths of a second that separates us. It really is about practicing over and over again until you're comfortable with the kart, the handling, the braking, the turning, how to open up the steering to maximise the speed, keep the revs up. And when you're comfortable with those sort of things, it'll make you a confident driver. You'll have the confidence to enter a corner at high speed, carry the speed, exit with the speed. So important in a karting game to keep the revs up, keep your momentum up. We've only got one gear to play with. If your revs drop too low, that's it, it'll bog down and take an age for the speed to build back up again. So, let's do a flying lap, final lap of PFI. Full speed through the first two corners, straight line it as much as you possibly can. Now the approach to this corner, early on the brakes, tight in on the turn, open up the steering wheel, don't let it slide. Wide early turn into the left hander, keep it left so you can open up the turn coming out through the right hander here. Important to carry as much speed out of that corner as possible. And now nothing to do except spot your braking zone. Turn in nice and early, let it run out wide onto the curb, open up the steering wheel again, bring it over to the right hand side, again early on the brakes, tight around the left hander, open it up across the curb and prepare to brake at the second cone, early turn in, keep it left, open up the curve for the right hander, don't go too wide on the left hand side, a wide arc into the right hander, don't run out too wide there. Now feather the throttle, keep it tight at the apex there and prepare yourself for the tricky final couple of corners. You need to carry as much speed through this final corner as possible and not run out too wide there and then belt it to the line. And that's 4 laps of PFI in the Champs S1 event. That's the second fastest recorded time to date, only behind Lauren's. Now, it was a bit messy in places. I can probably improve by at least half a second, maybe even a second. If I was feeling fruity, I might even have a go at Lauren's world record, but I'm not down in TKM to take world records. I just want to get myself back up into X30 and make a few videos to help you guys out while I'm at it. As always, drop me a line if you've got any queries, and if you like the video, give me a like and a subscribe, and you'll be the first to know when my next video gets uploaded. See you next time.